Good evening. The big takeaway from today's press conference was obviously the automatic approval up to 74% of FDI in the defense sector, which the finance minister announced. I think that's quite a big thing. And there's a lot of intent which has been announced in sectors like in mining, which is very, very critical, both from the point of view of foreign exchange as well as from the point of view of generating jobs in India. So I think that's good. But one problem that we are seeing so far is a lot of what the finance minister announced today was really intent. Whereas the exact policies are yet to come, which is a bit disappointing because when the government is announcing something like this as a package, you would have thought that by now the details have been fleshed out. I'll give you some examples. So defense FDI, now we know for a fact that Make in India and defense production was a very big thing for the government when it came in power 6 years ago. And very little actual defense production in India has taken place. And I'm not sure that this didn't take place because of the FDI being limited to 49%. I think there's a larger problem there in the way defense procurement takes place, how long it takes place. So those are issues that needed to be addressed. I would have hoped that the FM would have been able to fix that or make an announcement that we will fix that. I think on mining, one very good policy that has been done has to actually say that now there will be one comprehensive license. Once you can do your prospecting with that, you can do your exploration with that, and you can do your production. The fact that there were different licenses required in the past was a problem. So this is a good thing. The problem that is left over, and it is not clear what exactly the FM is going to do on that, is that Indian levies are on average about 50% more than they are in countries like Australia. So if a person wants to come to India instead of investing in Australia, you clearly need to lower the royalties and other levies very, very sharply. The FM has talked about a benchmark index being created. I don't know whether that benchmark index means that we will be reducing our levies, but I would have hoped that something like that is being done, and more important that something like that would be announced. I think we need to keep in mind that commercial mining of coal is something which the government announced 2 or 3 years ago, but not a single block has been announced so far. So there is a lot of problem in the execution of what is being talked about. In the power sector, again a very problematic area. We saw that the FM announced a 90,000 crore package for the SEBs or the DISCOMs, in one of our earlier outings. The problem so we know, for example, that she has said that we will privatize the SEBs in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Chandigarh, possibly Pondicherry. There's no timeline given, but she said that we'll privatize them. The problem here is that there are huge losses in this sector, which is why she gave the 90,000 crore rupee package. How soon those losses are going to be removed, in the sense that how soon will tariffs come up? If tariffs don't go up, will the state government actually be penalized for not increasing the tariffs? Keep in mind that the government came up with an Uday package, which is a complete failure because there weren't enough sticks when it came to the state government. So we still don't know whether a package has been put, as far as the sticks are concerned. I mean, whether something has been done to actually make sure that the state governments behave themselves this time around. I think, a lot of us are looking forward to this package, and perhaps the most telling comment on it was by the head of SpiceJet, who, there were some good moves announced for MROs. Some of them were repackaged because they'd been announced before. But the point that he made was that his statement after, hearing what the FM had announced in the case of the MROs and things like that was, I hope this is not all there is for the aviation sector, because it's in deep trouble. I think that's the problem. We have a lot of problems in manufacturing in India, in mining, in areas like that, telecom, and the government hasn't done enough. So we all hope that this is not the end of it all. Thank you.